Wow, this day doesn't really even feel real for me. This is the last day I'm going to have this car as my personal vehicle. Now, I know what all of y'all are asking right now. Isn't this the car that literally made you want to make videos? Isn't this the car that literally is in one of every single videos you make? Well, to answer both of those questions, yes and yes. And today is as much of a shock as it is probably for y'all. I've loved this car. This car has gave me no problems, but every good thing must come to an end. And in this video, I'm going to share some of the memories I've had with the Z and am going to share the things that I am going to miss. Let's break it down. So to say that the Z hasn't been my favorite car that I've ever owned would just be a straight flat out lie. This car has been amazing. It's given me no problems, nothing. Not even the concentric slave cylinder going out, not even the freaking oil gallery gaskets that are known to go out on these. This car has been solid. There is nothing that has broke me down on the side of the road or put a stop in any of my days. All I've done is change the oil in this car. And of course, tires, because, well, they wear out pretty quickly, especially in a sports car. But this car is, well, it's from a place above. From all the memories I've had with this car, there's been nothing that has held me back from saying that this, by far, is one of the best first sport cars to own. Now, a lot of you may be asking, why am I getting rid of it? To say I don't want to keep this car would be a flat lie. But there comes with a few caveats of owning this particular car, which I'm going to explain to you. So yes, while the Z is literally probably the most aesthetic car you can find on the road besides more fancy luxury cars that you could buy that cost over $100,000, these definitely are some of the best looking sport cars you can get. So within returning to that, I found this car when I was working at the Nissan dealership I used to work at. And this car was by far the best trade-in we've ever got on a Z in literally our entire time being in the business. This Z has been kept so particularly and well maintained. It honestly astonished some of our mechanics in the back how good mechanically this car is in. Now, the shape of the vehicle speaks for itself. It's a beautiful car. You got awesome curves on it, and overall, it just shouts and screams the good old glory days of the past with the previous Z car generations that we've had. But with being so young and having so much stuff ahead of my life, I have to look into the future of what I believe is going to be my life. And something that can hold you back in life is what you drive. Now you may ask, what are you talking about? Well, let's just show you this, for example. So having my full life ahead of me, obviously you can see inside of the vehicle. You have a decent amount of room, which actually did surprising me purchasing this car. It has a ton of room in here that you would not expect. But if you're a traveling kind of person and say you need to carry more than 2 people, this is not the car for you. And if you're going to be a family-orientated individual, this is certainly not the car for you. Having a 2-seater sports car, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And will you ever get the same feeling out of any other vehicle that you can get besides a 2-seater roadster? Not really. It's kind of impractical to have a vehicle of this size and be able to have a huge family and just to carry around a ton of things. And even when you're going on a beach trip, say you're bringing your girlfriend. Well, this is all the space you have. No space up there to put anything. All you have is this. And just this back here, I could fit 1 suitcase here and it would start hitting the glass. So I couldn't bring 2 suitcases. And that's just an issue that I've been starting to notice. And with me being so young, I have so much more to look forward to in life. I have to look for more practical things. Now, not to say you can't have a secondary car to own one of these. You can. But at this point in my life, I cannot personally own two separate vehicles. I don't have enough financial standpoint to own two vehicles, and well, the insurance on this is a little bit higher than what I would expect out of a normal passenger car. So this is kind of what I'm standing up for right now, which again, it has treated me so well. It has not left me broke down once. That is not any of the reasons why I am getting rid of this car. I mean, honestly, this car is by far one of the best vehicles I've ever had. But to look in my future and say I see myself driving this, it's not very likely. And I bet a lot of y'all have also complained about how low this car is. Now, of course, it's a sports car. That's what you expect. Don't buy one if you don't want a low-running car. But with a family of mine that has tons of back issues, I need to look forward and towards something that would put less strain on my back. So it seems like the only reason I've gotten rid of this is, well, for room consideration purposes and my future. That really boils down to the only 2 points of why I'm getting rid of this vehicle. I know you guys may think just those 2 reasons, that is not worth getting rid of a vehicle this nice, which I can agree with you to some certain extent. Because like I said, some other people are able to afford 2 separate cars that can be more practical for a family. But the thing is, when you buy an older vehicle for your secondary vehicle, you lack reliability. And that's a big qualm when you have a family, because the last thing you want is on a big trip for your car to break down, destroy your family vacation, and for that not to happen anymore and have your kids have to worry every time they get in the vehicle. That is kind of concerning as a parent. Now, while I'm not a parent yet, I do know that I would have some qualms driving an older vehicle around that may pose a few reliability concerns. And that's something that you have to think about as an older individual. But this has had no problems. This is by far one of the most reliable cars I've ever had and owned. Now, since we've gone over all the reasons why I'm getting rid of the car, it's very few, it's time to talk about the memories I've had. Now, I've drove and saw Scotty Kilmer with this car, and he loved the car. And he said it was in great shape, just like the mechanics did at my Nissan dealership. He praised this car, actually, that it's in great shape. And another thing, if you watch that video, he'll state that if you kept that vehicle for a long time and just kept it locked up and kept it this nice, eventually they may become collector cars and your car will appreciate even more in value, which kind of just blew my mind. Which some of y'all may think there ain't no way. They made these Z's for the longest time. There is no way that this car will appreciate in value. Well, if you want to look up the statistics real quick, most of these cars end up getting wrapped around a tree. Because most of these cars, well, people love souping them up. People love drag racing them. People love just having fun with the vehicle. But with every time you involve fun in the vehicle, speedy, or, reckless driving in that equation, it usually ends up the vehicle getting totaled or in an accident. This car currently has 0 accidents, clean title, and a great maintenance history record. This car is by far one of the best mechanically and aesthetically speaking cars for the Z's on the road. And yes, before you bring that up, this is the car that started my YouTube channel, which is also going to be another reason why I'm going to extremely miss this car. This car, well, it has a special place in my heart, which it always will. Now, saying this, some of y'all may ask, is this gonna make me stop posting YouTube videos and just drop the channel completely? Absolutely not. Sure, this is the car that started my channel, but I'm here to help every one of y'all not get ripped off. I'm here to help you learn how to fix your own vehicle and to not lose your butt when you're buying a car from a dealership. So I'm here to help all of y'all, and that's going to stay that way for the entire time that I can breathe and am living. So we're gonna keep that going. But with respect to this car, I've had a great time with it. And I'm going to miss this car. But I know that this next owner who is going to take it, which I've been in heavy contact with, is going to enjoy it and is going to take care of it. And that is help easing the pain a little bit of letting this car go. Now, I hope that y'all know that this video is not a sappy video. It's not to get all teary and stuff. It's just a let go, you know? This is a special car and it started this channel. And I feel like just having a little video, just, you know, concerning this car in particular, would be respectful because, well, this is a good part and a great, meaningful part of my life owning this car. And the next owner is going to extremely enjoy this car, and I hope that he knows that this car has been well maintained and is going to last him an extremely long time. So without any further ado, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if there's any other topic or any other thing you would like me to talk about, please leave it in the comment section below. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.